Power, worth, elevation, evolving, resistance. I push through the pain to get to the power. I keep going to get this power. I knew that it was given to me by grace and to know my purpose. You get pushed through this pain to get to this power. That tends to give a divine scar, but the power gives you reinforcement. Pushing past the pain to let your voice be heard. Pushing past your fears to let your voice be heard. How much faith do you know to overcome your fears? You have blessing to someone to hear. There's a message in your words. There's a power in your voice. Keep pushing through your pain to keep that power. I keep my faith over fear to have the power in my voice to be heard. You have the power. You are resilient and you have the strength. Your voice is powerful and you need to know that you're powerful. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power. Hold on to that power, which is the power in your voice. Use it to stand by grace. Use it to know your worth. And use it to be ready to show your knowledge. The power in your voice. A platform to be defined, which is inspiring, which is impeccable to give you knowledge, and which is the place for you to grow, to be walking in your purpose, being very amazing. The power in your voice. Hold on to that.
Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Power in Your Voice. And today, you are here today with your host, Sheena Godine, better known as the lady behind the mask. And hello, Miss Kellie. How are we doing today?
Hello, I'm doing well. And you?
I am doing well. I can't be complaining. We are here with the day with the land of the living.
Good. Yes, exactly. That's always a good day.
Absolutely. So, can you tell the people where you're tapping in from and who you are?
Okay, well, I am coming to you from St. Louis, Missouri. This is where I was born and raised. I did move out of St. Louis for a little while and lived in Phoenix, Arizona, but came back before the pandemic. So I've been here ever since. And I am known on social media as Miss Kellie Michele. So that's all my social media handles. That's where you'll see me as Miss Kellie Michele. But I help women with hair loss because I've experienced hair loss. So I'm here to share my story and let's talk about it.
Absolutely. So, let's talk a little bit about your story. When did this hair loss journey started for you?
Okay, well, it started in my late 20s, maybe early 30s. It's hard to determine it because at that time I had locks. So, I was just getting my hair retwisted. And one day out of the blue, my cousin, who was actually doing my hair, she was like, "You have a spot at the top of your head." And I'm thinking, "Oh, okay, well, maybe I just need to put some oil up there, like do something different. It'll
Mm-hmm.
grow back in, whatever, no big deal." But over time, that spot started getting larger and larger. So that's when I knew I was like, okay, well, let's comb these locks out and let's see what's really going on. And that's when I could really see how much or how thin my hair had become at that point.
Now, how did you feel going through that journey? Because sometimes people, the hair is like their pride and joy. So, like, how did that make you feel? Like going through that process. How
Well,
did you how did you process that?
it was a process. I was super insecure. So let me kind of go a little bit more into the story. So after I combed the locks out and I saw how thin my hair was, I was in denial. And that's normally kind of what happens, when women are losing their hair and they first realize, oh, my edges are getting thin, or the crown of my head is getting thin, or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, well, let me just maybe change my diet, or let me see what products out there will help me, get my hair back or grow it back in to make it thicker. So I was in denial and I was like, let me just figure it out. Let me grow my hair out and leave it alone and really take care of it, and maybe it'll get thicker. So I was going down that route. But once I saw that it wasn't getting any thicker, then it was more like frustration, sadness. It was insecurity, very much a lot of insecurity. Because I was steady trying to cover it up. I was
Right.
trying to cover up the thin spots. I was trying to cover up the spots that were balding. My hair was natural, so I'm using natural weave, kind of like braid hair, to kind of put it into my hair to make it look natural, and just going through all kind of hoops just to cover up this hair loss.
Wow. And what's crazy? Like, I think a little bit of all women might have experienced this because I've lost my hair, but it was like thinning out. And I think it was because of after having my kids.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
just went in, I cut mine really, really short.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Postpartum is another reason why women will lose hair, and it's very, very common. Women going through menopause, any kind of hormonal imbalance can cause your hair to come out, and those those affect your hormones. So yeah, that's why your hair will be coming out.
Now, when did you figure out why you was losing your hair?
Well, okay, so after some time of me trying to just do stuff on my own, I finally went to a dermatologist, and I had a wig on, mind you, when I walked in there, and then I had my hair kind of like braided down, but it was like sparse braids, like like looking real crazy, right? So I snatched his wig off, and he's like, okay. And I'm like, what can you do about this? I feel like that lady in the movie Beauty Shop, when she
when she came in with the hair, right?
With her hair all over her head. That's how I felt. So I'm like, what can you do? Like, what is going on? So he immediately looked at my head, and he was an African-American dermatologist. And he was like, I've seen this a million times. You have alopecia, and it's due from, hair care practices. So it's the nickname for it is scarring alopecia, but it basically came from me getting relaxers, me getting braids or pulling on my hair, and my follicles have pretty much kind of just died in some places on my head. Actually, there were points of time where my hair was coming out, and I can see the hair follicle attached to the hair that came out. So it was just like, he was like, yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it. He's like, there's no point of you trying to do the injections and go through all of that. He was like, this is what it is. But even with him telling me that, I was still like, well, no. There's something I can do. There's something. I can go get some hair transplants. I can get it put back from back here, put it up here. Do something.
You had the answer. You was like, no, I'm fixing this.
I'm fixing this. Because I was still a young lady, right. And I'm not old now, but at that time, I'm like, no. I still can do something. And I still, after leaving the doctor's office, went down the road of trying to figure it out and trying to solve the problem, which ultimately led me to, okay, look, it's time to stop, and embrace this.
So how long do you think it took you to embrace the whole situation and process? Like, this is it. Like, I may as well accept this now.
It took me at least, I know it was over 10 years before I settled with this look. Now I did cut my hair off. Let's see. I think it was maybe in 2007 or something like that. But I cut it off because I had to. I got a hairstyle, which was a quick weave, and that actually really took my hair out. So, I still had hair, and it was really, really thin, and maybe like a little, a bald spot up here. But when I took that quick weave out, like all of this was gone. It just took it all out. And I don't know if it was just the product that was put in. I don't know if it was because my scalp wasn't breathing. I don't know. But at that point, I was like, I have no choice. So I had to shave it off. But I was not ready, and I was super insecure. And on top of that, I was going on a cruise with a group of people the next day. So not only did I have to shave my hair off, I had to shave my hair off and then go on a cruise and be around people for the next week. And it was just a challenging experience. Now, luckily, I was with friends. So, they encouraged me. They were like, you look beautiful. You look cute. I like it. And I was like, no, I don't. I look like a man. I'm ugly. No.
Right.
No. But because I wasn't ready and I wasn't confident, immediately after we got done with that cruise, I might have tried it to wear it bald for maybe that summer. Let's just say that was another month or two. But after that, I was like, no. And I just started wearing wigs and just trying to let it grow back out again on its own, and just kept wearing wigs while my hair that I had was growing underneath the wig.
So, to any future women that is out there that may be in this situation, what advice would you have for them?
Well, my first number one advice would be go find out what is actually happening with you that is causing the hair loss, because it could be something as simple as your nutritional diet. You may not be eating right, and that's causing your hair to be thin. You're not healthy internally, and that's causing your hair to fall out. It could be like we just talked about, being postmenopausal. I mean, excuse me. Well, yeah, menopausal, postpartum.
Hmm.
Any of those. It could be something as simple as, okay, we just need to give you some hormones and boost you back up, or you need to do something like that. Or it could be as severe as, okay, you have a form of alopecia, or you have female pattern hair loss, or whatever. Now that's a different situation. Now, and that's those cases, you may have to take medication if they prescribe it. You may find some holistic approaches if that's the way you want to go, and see if that works. But at least find out what exactly is happening within your body, so that you can address whatever that is the correct way. Now, if you know that you have a form of alopecia and it's just not going to come back, or it's going to continue to come back and fall out, you're going to have to start embracing it, and let's move forward, and let's be confident in moving forward with that hair loss.
Absolutely. So let's talk about this business of how you help women. Well, we know it came from you helping yourself. So let's talk a little bit about your business adventures.
Yes. So, okay, before I started helping women, let me take a step back
Okay.
and kind of give you my journey down my business. My background is in real estate investing, right?
Okay.
So, that's what I have been doing for a very, very long time, whether it was full time or on the side. So, I was actually coaching in that space, what we call midterm rentals. So, that's how I kind of started out in the coaching journey. Now, that was good and it was fine, but I knew that wasn't my ultimate purpose. I knew there was more that I needed to do. And that was kind of like my stepping stone to understand, how does this whole online, world work with the coaching and this and that. And, it gave me that. It served its purpose. But once it served its purpose, and I'm like, okay, and I still have that business, but my time spent in that business is 10%. I decided I want to support women with hair loss. And that's where I spend the majority of my time at this point, supporting women with hair loss. So I'm the person you come to when either, you're experiencing this hair loss and you are experiencing emotional and mental challenges because of your hair loss. I'm the person you come to help guide you through that journey, build you back up to regain your confidence, so that you can be okay with your hair loss. Now, I'm not saying you have to rock a bald head like I do, but what I am saying is you're going to have the confidence to rock a bald head if you choose to. And if you want to wear a wig or, a head wrap or whatever else, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be confident. You're not going to be insecure. You're not going to be hiding and not telling people what's going on. You are fully aware of what's happening within your body. You could talk to people about it. You could be confident and hold your head up high about it, and know that this is not the end. You still have life. So you're going to keep living life. You're going to keep being happy. You're going to keep being beautiful, and, be confident in that.
Absolutely. What challenge do you feel that you went through going through the process of starting the coaching business for helping women?
I think the biggest challenge, I think, up front was me even sharing my story to people I don't know. Like, I didn't have a problem sharing it to, people in my circle or people who know me. I had no problem. Even people who walk up to me on the street and just, give me the compliments and tell me how beautiful I am and this and that. And I share my story or with them to support them, or just to, talk to them about it. But sharing it on social media, putting it out there to the world, that was really the biggest challenge for me. I had to get comfortable with that. But I also understood that I had to be comfortable with that. I had to share my story because other women will relate and resonate with my story. So that was really it for me.
I could imagine, because you said it took you about 10 years to get comfortable as the whole process. So, sharing it and being the voice and being the vessel, it definitely becomes a challenge because, like you said, you have to share your story in order
Mhm.
to get people comfortable working with you and everything. So could you share any tools that for somebody that's out there maybe struggling with either hair loss or even the disease alopecia,
Mhm.
some tools of like confidence and because some people could be dealing with some mental challenges as well.
Right. So one thing that I tell people is that there are plenty of support groups out there for hair loss for in women. Now, depending on what type of hair loss you have, there's some type of support group for that. That is the first step that you could really take. Just see what support is out there for you to help you through this. Start talking to other women who may have hair loss so that you're not alone. You can get some ideas from these women. You know how many women have come up to me like, what do you use? Even men have come up to me, what do you use on your head? How do you cut your hair? Like, so just sharing those little tidbits, you can get some of that information from other women who've already been down this path in this journey. So support groups is number one. Another one would be if it's something where you're let's just say you're depressed. If it's going down that road where it's really a mental health challenge, you need go see a therapist. Go see somebody who is going to help you, because ultimately with all of this, it's just a mindset shift. Now, whether that's if you want to go to a support group, whether you want to get coaching like from myself, or whether you want to go see a therapist, it's still going to be all about shifting your mindset. That's all it comes down to, is embracing what has happened, accepting what has happened. And it's hard because, like you said, it's like a piece of you is just being taken away from you and it's out of your control. It's not easy, but you have to go talk to somebody and get some help with that.
Absolutely. So what is next for Miss Kellie? Like, I know you're coaching, you have the real estate. So what's next? Like, is there a book coming?
No,
She
no,
said no.
no. So what's next? Right now, I'm just focusing on helping as many women as possible. I am trying to get 8 new people to help this in the month of July. So 8 new women. If that's my focus right now. I'm just really trying to support the women. Now, what comes along after that? Who knows? I have ideas, but I'm gonna take it one step at a
One
time.
time. Absolutely.
And
Do you
just
have
do what I'm supposed to do.
do you have any events coming up, any speaking engagements or anything happening?
I do. I do. So I have a free workshop that I'm putting on July 23rd. So you guys can sign up for that on my website. And the website is limitlessmindsetcoach.com. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more, much more about my story. I'm going to be talking to women who join the call. You can share your story. We're just going to support each other. It's going to be a dialogue. We're going to talk about the stages you go through whenever you're experiencing hair loss and some more solutions and things you can do to go through it. So it's just very informative as far as the workshop is concerned. Now, I also have a directory, a support hair loss support directory. So you can also download that free at my website. And I have a journal. So I have a 90-day journal for women who need support that can help you, so you can write it out, get those feelings out, get those emotions out. That's also free. All of that is on my website. You can go check it out and just download it.
So tell me about this journal. So when you started the journal, was it through your process when you started, or was it after you started the coaching business you decided to make the journal?
It was after, because I had to sit and think about what did I need when I was going
Right.
through this. So it was definitely after I started coaching, and also talking to some of the women that I work with. What are they looking for? What do they need? And just something that could just easily help somebody. Like, I take women through a 90-day program when they work with me, but just to get that journal, that 90-day journal, just to start at a place, even if you can't go to therapy or can't talk to someone or join a support group, it's simple just to get those feelings out. There's affirmations you can write, things that will build you up. There's goals you put out there. Like, what do you want to do for yourself? So maybe today, okay, you may want to go out to lunch by yourself as a bald woman. And let's see how that experience is. Like, that may be a goal for somebody, but you can set goals and, say how you fulfilled those goals, and it's accountability things in there. So it's all kind of stuff. So yeah.
What did you title it?
Okay, so the title is Bougie Baldy.
Okay.
Bougie Baldy Journal. Now, the way I came up with this is a little bit, I don't know, it's interesting. But
that question was coming next. So
yeah. So people in my family, they will call me bougie, and I used to hate it. And I'm not bougie. I just like what I like. It's not
right.
Everybody likes what they like. Somebody just want to eat chicken all day, and that's fine. That's what they like. That doesn't make them bougie, right? So it used to make me so mad when people would say I was bougie, and I was like, you know what? I had to change it again. That's their mindset. No. It's okay. It's okay to like what you like. It's okay. So if you want to call me bougie, and I'm also bougie Baldy.
I love it. And it's crazy because they call me bougie too. So I guess we bougie together. So it's all right.
Bougie all day long. I like what I like.
Yep. And that's just what it is. Do you have any last words that you would like to share with them about who you are and your brand?
Yeah. So basically, I just want every woman with hair loss to know that you are beautiful regardless. Okay. I'm not a person who is going to tell you what to do and, tell you have to do it a certain kind of way. I know that life is life, and it flows differently for everybody. Everybody has different feelings. Everybody has different emotions and how they want to handle things. I'm simply here to just make sure that you become the confident woman that you are supposed to be and that you're meant to be. All right. That's all I'm about, building you up and letting you know that hair loss is not the end of the world. So don't let it break your joy. Don't let it break your spirit. You are still alive and kicking on this earth. You still have a life to live. So you better live it to the fullest.
Oh, you better tell them hashtag live it to the fullest. I'm telling y'all,
fullest.
Make sure y'all go get that bougie
Baldy journal.
Bougie Baldy. Hashtag bougie Baldy. I'm telling you, stop playing. It's gonna help you.
Yes, I gotta do that.
Can you tell them once again how to follow you on all your platforms?
Yeah. So my website is limitlessmindsetcoach.com. Limitless Mindset Coach. And you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook under Miss Kellie Michele. So just type it in just like you see it on the screen right here, and you'll find me.
As always, it's been a blessing having you here. It's an honor.
Well, thank you for having me on here. I am honored.
Absolutely. And our doors are always open. So anytime you want to come back, share some more, give us some more insight. We are here for any events you're having. We're here to support you any way we can.
Thank you so much. And I really, really appreciate it. The support is always good. And I support you just like you would support me.
Absolutely. And that's the one thing people forget, that it's not a competition. It's room for everybody. So listen, you share, I share. It don't cost nothing to share nothing.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's always open. Or tag me, I'll share it. I'm here for it.
Will do.
As always, everyone, thank you for tuning in to The Power in Your Voice. This has been your girl, Sheena Gadine. You can find me on Facebook as Sheena Gadine. You can find me on Instagram as Lady Behind the Mask 22. You can find me on my website as www.sheenaunmaskingmotivation.com. As always, we are here to motivate, educate, and inspire. And everyone, y'all have a great night.
Bye.
you.